Salute, y'all. Salute. We back. You know what I'm saying? We about to chop it up a little bit tonight. My brother Dub right side in the building. Dub doing his thing. We're gonna just talk it up. See what's going on with this whole Devin Ryan verdict. You know, we're gonna talk about that. So much is this happening, man. And it's, you know, it's a good day. It's a very good day for boxing. You know, the right man is getting the proper decision. Though I think Ryan's suspension should be longer. At least justice has finally been served to some degree. And I just hope this really has highlighted that people really hate Devin Haney to the point that they're willing to sacrifice their morality, their integrity. No matter how much you hate somebody, you should never hate them to the point where you overlook right and wrong. Because at that point, you know better than the person you hate. I don't get how Devin Haney got so much hate because Ryan cheated. How did that work? People were mad at Devin because Ryan cheated? It just never made sense to me. And it truthfully, it's kind of foolish, bro. And you know, the most sad part about it all, y'all, I'm gonna tell you the saddest part. It really wasn't the Hispanic or Mexican fans, y'all. It was grown ass black men. We had it's men like, bro. It was an NFL player, Titus Howard, Debo Samuels, niggas like these other people, these football players just hating the whole time. Just tap dancing, buffooning, cooning, like other pro athletes just hate Devin. These niggas can't fight a lick, but you hating Devin because Ryan cheated? You calling him soft because Ryan? You calling another man soft because he is holding a man accountable for cheating? That's how insane we are as a people, bro. And truthfully, y'all, I just hope and pray that this has showed us that cheating is not allowed. Whether it be Tank that was cheated, Shakur that was cheated. Look, I know y'all may revel in seeing Devin have lost and whatnot on that canvas. But even if the tables was turned, that was a fighter I don't root for, like Tank, so to speak. I wouldn't sit there and just throw my whole morality away and say, nah, bro. I'ma still hate. I'ma still, you know, nah, nigga. I just couldn't bring myself to that, bro. So, shout out to everybody in the panel, in the chat. King of Kings, Bella, Big Woke, Danetta, my boy Peyton Full backstage. Holla at me, Peyton Fool. How you doing, great brother? Hello, Peyton Fool. You hear me? I think Peyton the car. Hey, Peyton, I'm gonna mute you temporarily. Yeah. But no, I just want us all to make sure we're holding everybody accountable when it comes to this sport, because the sport is too violent. And truthfully, I just seen it's a video circulating on Twitter, like came out 20 minutes ago, y'all. A dude was in the ring fighting, and then he just started spazzing up. He dropped to the floor, and they called the fight off immediately, bro. It's really scary to watch, y'all. But that's boxing. Boxing of all sports. You playing with performance enhancing drugs? Nah, man. That's a no-go. So as of right now, it looks like Ryan Garcia is gonna be suspended for 1 year. Now, personally, y'all, I'll be honest with y'all, that ain't enough time. Because that 1 year, truthfully, it was a year between the time he fought Tank and Devin. That year go by fast, truthfully. And in my opinion, a first offense should be 2 years minimum, and that's what it usually is. Now, to add on top of that, Ryan also used an illegal IV and was smoking weed pre-fight. Both are violations according to the New York State Athletic Commission. So it don't make no sense to me how it only was 1 year. 1 year is a slap on the wrist in essence. Ryan only won a year. It should be 2. It should have been 2 years to make him feel it. He needs to be away from the sport of boxing, and he needs to feel this suspension. 1 year ain't really nothing. Errol Spence fight, you know how Errol be, man. He be having a year in between his fights. A year really ain't that long. Tank fought a year in between his fights. It ain't really that long. Salute to my boy Peyton Full and Frequent. How y'all doing tonight?
Salute. What's going on, man?
What's good with y'all, man? How y'all doing this evening?
Yeah, I'm chilling, man. I'm cool. I think Paid is still.
Hey, Paid, you good?
Yeah, my bad. I was trying to fix my audio.
You all right? It's all good, bro. It's all good. So let me get y'all opinion. What y'all make of the suspension? Are y'all surprised it was even a year? Do you think that's too short, too long, just right? How y'all feeling about it?
Yeah, I was gonna say I agree with you, man. I think that wasn't enough. But hey, we can't really do nothing about that. They said a year, and he is going to be being tested. That time off and everything to make sure he don't do nothing else. So no more weed smoking for him. But I just think that it's crazy that people still running around talking about the amount that he had in the system didn't really help him, and that's just a crazy way of thinking, because it don't make sense. You're benefiting off of what you was doing before the fight, not how much you have left in your system. Like, it doesn't have to be in your system for you to get benefits in the fight, And like you were saying with the IVs and all of that and smoking weed, those are masking agents. And I find it kind of funny that he, his team said, well, his team of lawyers, they said that they submitted a hair follicle test and all of that stuff. And, he already had the urine test, and he was doing the IVs on video, and IVs are known to mask PEDs and urine tests. And then he was smoking weed, and weed is a diuretic that is known to mask PEDs and hair follicle tests. So, that's just crazy. I don't think that's a coincidence.
Thanks. No, that's frequent. I definitely agree with you, bro. Like, we can't do nothing about it. I mean, at least it's a year, because people was talking about 6 months, right? So, and of course, with the other things you mentioned, like, it is surprising, but it's boxing at the end of the day.
Most of the times when you see people, when you find that you catch somebody cheating, chances are they was cheating already before, but they just didn't get caught. This is the first time they got caught. And then we had the nandrolone in the system for the first day, and then the next day it wasn't there, so it was inconclusive. Come on, man.
But I think the reason what the reason why he only got a year. I think they did take in consideration the contamination. But then
Uh-huh.
they still, I think they still hold him as a strict liability because, I mean, obviously the shit was in your system. You can't get around that. So you know what I'm saying? Just for that shit being in your system, like we gotta penalize you, bro. We gotta penalize you. Whether it gave you an effect or a disadvantage or whatever, this shit was still in your system, bro. So
Mm-hmm.
I agree with the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? If he got his O back, it's just like I feel like Devin, and I kind of feel like he got a lot of other shit to worry about other than
Right.
just that, because his market value and all this type of shit that done fell down, and
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Now he gotta try to, cause a lot of people, regardless of like, you know what I'm saying, that what happened, a lot of people not gonna let that shit go, or what actually happened in that fight. A lot of people ain't gonna let that go. But even though they should, and I think like probably, I think like I agree with Dub on that. I think he really do need to take that Sandor Martin fight, bro. Like, I think you need to stop crying and stop being a baby about that shit, bro, and take
I
that
agree. He
fight,
need to
bro.
take a fight. I agree with you on that one for sure.
Cause ain't nobody else really, unless they said, I think they said Bob Arum said they had another offer for him as well, but more than likely he's gonna have to drop that belt though in order to get that.
Yeah, I really want
Tiafimo.
the Tio fight. That'll
Yeah, the
be
Tio fight,
what I really
and
want
that's a
for
big
him.
money fight. Now that's where his money is gonna be. If it ain't
Mm-hmm.
Ryan, it's gonna be that, because obviously you know the shit talking, the build up, all that shit. Then they got a backstory to the shit too. So you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be, it ain't, you ain't gotta worry about all the antics and shit. Like, I think that'd be a dope ass. I think that'd be a dope situation for him.
If he got to
I
drop his
agree.
belt though, you think that's worth it though?
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Because you think about this. Think about this. Like, if he keep the belt, who is he's like, who's gonna pay? I'm like, who's gonna pay step aside money to? Because
True.
Eddie ain't paying for the fight. Bob ain't paying no step aside money to the shit because that's his fighter. So if anything, Bob want that belt.
That's
So
true.
you know what I'm saying? You gotta take all that shit in consideration. If he keep the belt, he gonna get lowball.
Mm-hmm.
If he if he actually sign with Top Rank on a 2 or 3 fight deal, then he probably get himself out of that situation or whatever and be in a better position. But I agree, bro. I'm not about to keep, man. Like, that's just business 101, bro. Ain't nobody finna keep investing money and I'm losing money, bro. Like, that don't make any sense. So I don't blame Eddie, but at the same time, I still feel like, well, Tank already told that nigga was a snake, bro. Like, he ain't gonna pay you
That's
your
true.
money, bro. He said that shit. So like, I guess he thought that everything was just buddy buddy, because you know what I'm saying, with the after the Regis shit. But man, it's like, damn, with the Loma fight, you broke even with that fight with Bob. Then you got the Regis fight. Y'all didn't get no back end from that fight. And then now this pay-per-view done flop, bro. Like, with Ryan. So it's like, and then y'all waiting for back money that's just not, that's gonna never gonna come, bro. So it's like, what other options do you have besides, bro, get rid of that belt? I'm pretty sure you can become a champion again, bro.
Yeah, he got some options. We're gonna talk more about the options as the night go on. I definitely agree with you on that though, Peyton. For you made some great points there. Man, it's a lot could be said about what he need to do next. So, definitely appreciate that. Bella, how you doing, great sister?
What's up, woke? What's up, panel? What's up? What's up?
What's going on, Bella? So, what do
Shit.
you
Going on,
think of
brother?
this the suspension, the length, just the whole
Okay.
saga, everything?
Yeah. So, you guys kind of just touched upon it. From what the rumors were, I was expecting the 2 years. I think a lot of people were, but with it being 1 year, I guess that's cool. But I would have preferred it to be 2 years minimum. I think for the
Mhm.
amount of Osterine, I thought it should have been 2 years. And for just, and the truth of the matter is, Ryan really told on himself. Like, with everything he was doing, the IVs on camera, the weed. Once he got popped, the supplement, the ashwagandha, And then the NutraBio and the other companies, they came out stating that in that, that batch number specifically, they didn't find any bottles that were contaminated with Osterine. They have a third-party facility. Just everything that was happening, it just was all blowing up in Ryan's face anyway. And
yeah, he did that shit to himself though.
he did it. He basically did it to himself. And I thought that the punishment, I'm not gonna lie, would be a bit more severe in terms of the length. But in terms of Devin getting his O back, he deserves his O back for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
It's not even a question of whether he deserves the no contest. He deserves no contest. Ryan intentionally used Osterine. It's clear, but I guess they were able to negotiate down.
That's the part we probably would never know. That's the part we.
No, we definitely know that from from all of the evidence, though.
But I think I know. It's too obvious. You doing all this, the deflection tactics. Like he was just going on a tirade, like online, saying he'd fight Errol Spence, he'd fight Virgil Ortiz. He was gonna do that. Like it was just so much with Ryan that it's so much evidence that accumulated against him that he's the one who provided to everybody. It's just like, fam, you cheated. Take your suspension and move on. And he's still upset about it. Like, he talking about his loss with his win was taken away from him. Dude, you cheated, bro. How was your win taken away from you? But you cheated against a dude everybody is saying is pillow fisted. Like, make it make sense, dog. Move on. It's time for Devin to move on. Devin, move on to the next fight.
Facts.
In terms of the 1.1 million that he has to pay. Shit, Ryan made his money with the betting, right? Didn't he? He said he bet on himself.
That should be illegal. He's got to pay that back, bro.
Yeah, he bet on himself. He already made the money. So 1.1 million.
Did y'all see what ESPN released? ESPN said that it was 1.2 million, and they said on top he owed that to Golden Boy, and on top of that, the commission fined him 10,000.
Yeah, that's nothing. He made, what did he make? Like 10 or 12?
Yeah, and a percentage of what he made off the fight goes to Devin too.
By betting on himself, paid for. He had bet on himself.
I'm finna say.
Yeah, he bet on himself. But like, think about the paid for. You bet, bro. Imagine, like, say you bet on Tank, bro, and then he fight nigga on PEDs. You lose your money. Like, that's BS, bro.
Man, I'll be pissed. I'll be pissed in the bitch, bro. I'll be pissed. Cause I didn't even don't get me wrong. I won money off that fight too. I didn't even pick Devin to win. I kind of picked Ryan to win, and I did feel some type of way when that shit came out because it's like, damn, bro, like motherfuckers be calling your phone like, cuz you see what happened? I'm gonna need, man. I ain't giving you shit, man. I ain't got shit to do with me. But it's like,
but you won money.
Yeah.
Oh, you won money and you felt the way.
Yeah, I felt the way. No, for real, because I said
he felt the way because the other people wanted their money back.
Oh, okay, right. I get you. Yeah.
I was on KO page when I said that shit though. And I think it's on one of his live streams. I said, damn, I kind of feel bad because now my nigga calling me back asking for his money back and shit. Like, bro, I ain't got shit to do with me, bro. Facts
though. It's like this is unfair. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think too, the biggest thing with it is just like, bro, like, I don't know if y'all see, it's a video on Twitter circulating. I spoke on it earlier. Like, a brother just was in the ring, standing, trying to fight. He just passed out, started spazzing, bro. Like, boxing's so violent already.
Yo, not acceptable. I just reminded people on another panel of what happened between Nigel Benn and Gerald McCullough. You know, look at him.
Facts. And you know,
that's
the crazy
they need to start making. I'm happy they did it though, because they need to start making examples out of motherfuckers. Because motherfuckers just keep doing that shit, bro. Like, that shit ain't cool, bro. That shit is not cool.
Oh yeah,
bro.
facts. And the shit that's bad about it, bro, it's just like for real though. Like, say this was a lower tier fighter or just anybody, bro. Like, it's at a certain point where it's like these dudes gotta live after this sport, bro. And it's already bad enough. So niggas already hitting hard, got different gloves, padded different ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy. And you know, Peyton Fu, you said it too. The saddest part about it is because that Devin Ryan fight was a good moment for boxing. Whether I
Mm-hmm.
was happy or even though I was sad Devin lost, that was a good moment for boxing. And for
Yeah.
Ryan to sully that and to tank that, bro, that hurts the sport, bro.
No, for
Crazy
sure.
thing about it is he probably could have got that win without the PEDs, yo. With
We'll
Devin, you know what I'm
never
saying?
know,
The way
bro.
that Devin came into the fight just trying to knock him out like that, it made him susceptible to those left hooks.
What
And
Yeah,
did
he could have did that without the PEDs probably.
that's what worried me to begin with. Cause I'm trying to understand where the fuck did Devin feel that he could knock motherfuckers out? Like, where did you get that? Like, where did that come from, bro? That's never been your game, bro.
that's a
Never
good
been
Yo,
point.
your
his
It's
cornerman had an interview though. His cornerman had an interview and he explained that. He said that they had a game plan, but once Devin got clipped by Ryan, he just wanted his get back and he wasn't listening to nothing else.
But
He said he was just going
But
after
they
him.
didn't even throw
hold on.
water on the nigga
But
face though.
Bella,
Like the
Bella,
way that he
what were you
did.
about to say, Bella?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. In terms of just what was I about to say? Yeah, I don't know where that game plan came from. But Devin, no, okay, I know what I was about to say. Ryan, but we also have to think about this too, right? When Ryan's on Osterine also helps with recovery. So I don't know if I'm sure everybody on this panel, watched the fight multiple times. If you remember in the third round when Dev hit Ryan, like he caught him.
Yeah, he did.
Ryan recovered pretty quickly and pretty like he banged his gloves together. He was like, "Come on."
Yeah, he bit down
So
on his
it's like you
mouthpiece,
don't
yeah.
know what we don't know exactly like where the effects happen. It definitely happened in the hooks and things like that. But also you have to think about also the recovery for Ryan too, for when he got hit. So
Yeah, people ain't think about that though.
But
I'm
regardless
still
of that
spooked
fact,
about
though,
that nandrolone, man. I think that nandrolone was in his system too. I think
Right.
he dodged that bullet with that nandrolone.
That would have really cooked him.
Yeah, that would have cooked him for sure. What they say
Shit.
with the nandrolone, though, I said it wasn't enough in the system because I think that your body naturally produces. Is it ostarine or is it
Well,
nandrolone that
what
your
it
body
was
naturally produces?
what it was is they tested him 2 times. It was 2 tests that he popped dirty on. They tested him the night of the fight and they tested him the next day. And the night of the fight, the nandrolone popped, but it was a small trace of it. And then by the next day, it was gone. So that's why they said it was inconclusive because you got one saying that he did pop and the other one said he didn't.
So imagine if they would have
So-
tested like 2 days before. It probably would have been in larger amounts. That's why in Olympic testing, if you pop dirty, you're done. Because by the time they test you, whatever that small amount is, that's the amount that's been dissipated. That's the amount that's
Right.
left. But you
Right.
had something bigger in there. So that's why they don't play in the Olympics.
And that's why I was so confused and that's why I was like, a lot of the times I was more so neutral, but I was asking
Mhm.
questions because I really wasn't informed on that situation like that when it comes to PEDs. So that's why I was saying I was looking at shit like, well, you got to be a stupid motherfucker to pass all your tests, and then like the 19th and the 20th you pop dirty for those substances. It's like I don't know how that shit worked, bro, with that cycling on, cycling off.
right,
shit.
he was cycling off, right, and I don't know how he popped that. He just ended up popping at the end.
I heard somebody explain that, and it sounded like it made some sense. It's because Ryan wasn't trying to lose weight, but then that night of the night of the weigh-in, he was working out hard trying to lose weight to make the
Yeah.
weight, and
Yeah.
those metabolites was probably in his fat, and his fat breaking down when he started working out. Finally, that's probably what made him pop dirty.
And you know what too? Probably Marginale, and that show he do with Chris Mannix and Errol Spence for
Yeah,
I forgot his name. He broke it down. He said,
Algeria.
yeah, Algeria. He said the reason why it showed up later, and it shows up later usually for fighters, is because while you're microdosing, you got so much fat, it's easy to hide it. But as you're cutting that weight, you're
Right.
losing that fat, you're losing that water too. See how they say IVs are illegal because that water weight, that water opinion can help hide substances. As that water dissipates, as you dropping that weight, as you losing fat, it's less to hide. So that's when stuff
Yeah,
start
man.
leaking out. You start seeing this shit. So,
That shit's scary, bro. I would never play with no fucking PEDs, bro. Not how to with the side effects of that shit. Like,
bro, you
no
know,
homo,
paying
but
for, bro. Some men can't even produce testosterone. Like that's why, bro. I
shit
was
weird.
trying jujitsu, bro. All them dudes is this juiced out their heads, bro. I'm like, man, y'all got it.
Yo,
Yeah,
well, think about this though, y'all. I think Ryan and his team really cooked themselves though. Really, if you think about it, because he popped dirty on a urine test, right? But then he took a hair follicle test, and it said it came back negative. Now, if you think about what hair follicle tests are for, it's more accurate in covering a long amount of a bigger amount of time. You know, it can go back like a week or whatever, or 2 weeks and stuff like that, depending on how long the hair is. So
no, I can go back farther than that.
it's no way that it should have came back negative if he tested positive with the urine sample.
But see, that's my thing, and that's why I said Victor Conti sometimes just need to shut the fuck up because at the same token, he told with the contaminated meat shit with Canelo, he told him to go get his hair sample tested. Then when Ryan get his hair sample tested and it come back negative, like he changed his whole argument. Like it's like sometimes I feel like dog just be talking himself into a hole and he don't be understanding. Because a lot of that shit that he be doing, like I don't understand what would be the reason for you to lie saying that you had no connections to Vada, knowing that you connected to Vada because you helped started this shit. Like,
No,
it's
no,
just
actually, Victor Conti was on point with that. You got to understand how hair follicle tests work. Like Canelo was claiming that the difference was Canelo was claiming that he ate some meat when he was in Puerto Rico, so that was further away. So the hair
right,
follicle test will be able to prove that, you know,
got
because you can pretty much pinpoint which week or where, which time frame that you want to test with the hair follicles, with the hair, because depending on the length, it's like it's a science to that, how many inches it have to be, and where that lines up with what week and stuff like that.
right,
But
right.
then he did like a hair follicle test, and like no Haney reps were there, or like whose hair was used. Like, where is like
Right,
all of the
right,
information
And
for
and
the
It was
also
follicle
smoke and mirrors.
test?
They didn't even
That's
accept that.
they didn't even accept it. So the reason
a
why too,
joke.
and one thing I will say, painful, I would fully agree with you, but the only thing with what Victor said is the supplement, or rather the compound Canelo pop for very compared to what Ryan pop for. SARMs, the type
Oh
of, I
yeah,
guess,
SARMs.
yeah,
Right,
see,
right,
SARMs have never been caught in hair follicle tests. You can't even use hair
right.
follicle test to catch SARMs. So that's why he was saying, Ryan, you using a hair follicle test, that don't work. You'll never catch it because they can't use it to catch SARMs. But for the shit Canelo pop for, you can use hair follicle test to test it. But even then, they still don't let that trump blood or urine testing because hair
Right,
follicle testing can be manipulated a lot.
right. No, yeah, and that's why I said that. Yeah, they kind of cooked themselves. I think Ryan was, whoever his PR is, bro. They need to, man, bro. So that nigga to stay the fuck off social media, bro. Cause it's like you ain't doing shit but making shit worse. Then you talking about you love steroids and now you done got suspended behind the shit you don't fuck.
Exactly.
Like,
Oh yeah,
you
that was
dumb,
crazy,
bro.
bro.
You dumb.
And then y'all see too how he lashing out. I be on Twitter and shit, but bro, Ryan over here talking about Caleb playing Cambose's wife because they called him out about doing steroids, and it's like, bruh. And then he over here wanting pity too. I'm going through so
Right,
much. My mama got cancer. I'm getting sued. I'm trying to take my bruh. You are
you
literally
brought that
crashing
shit on
out
yourself.
yourself.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
brought that shit on yourself. You can't feel sorry for no motherfucker that brought that shit on himself. You could have just stayed the fuck off social media. None of that shit would have never happened, bro.
yeah.
You shouldn't
There
even
you go,
said
bro.
nothing. You should have said nothing at all, bro. Like you should have just let that shit play out. Like you ain't see Alicia Baumgartner out here like on that shit talking about she loves steroids and all this type of shit. Like, bro, like shut the fuck up, bro.
Right. And
Like
you
you
know
self
too.
snitching.
literally, bro. To your point, Alicia, when she had that stuff, she would drop a little thirst traps, and then she would be quiet, but she was showing respect for the athletic commission. Ryan over
Right,
here doing this shit, like that's why I thought it was gonna be longer because of how much he been disrespecting him.
right, right.
Too
Nah, but
much money to
yeah,
be made, I guess. I don't even know.
it
Like a
is.
year,
Yeah, I guess
a
so.
year is not that long to
It
me.
It
really
ain't,
not.
cause that's only one fight. He just can't fight.
Right.
Cause I mean, he only 9 times out of 10, them superstars only fight once or twice a year. So he
Yeah,
he
he
gonna miss
don't.
the first half of the year, and he right back. So
Facts. Yeah.
He,
So
he ain't gonna be out there living it up, smoking weed and stuff though, because they gonna be testing him while he off.
oh yeah, that's
Random
is
testing.
weed legal in Cali though?
but if you in
Real
the
talk.
testing protocol, there's certain stuff you still can't do.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Now, wouldn't that be
So
some shit if
now,
he popped during this year though?
man, that'd be fucked
It
up.
can, it
Like,
can,
man,
it can.
man, this dumbass.
That's why I said indefinitely. Because if he pop while he's out, something more drastic can happen.
Yeah, because
For
the
real,
original
that's like
documentation.
to be
Is it?
honest, that's like he on probation right now. For real, that's really what it is. Cause
Yeah.
if you pop
Facts.
again, my nigga, you banned, and you can't fight in the U.S. no more.
Yeah, you done. You done.
So,
Like
that,
that's the
that
thing.
nigga
That's
really
why the
on
thing said
probation.
exactly. And so the document said, at least a year. Now, some people just say 1 year. Some people saying at least a year. Now, I'm sure that ambiguity exists because to your point, if he f up at all, it's gonna be way over a year. So,
Yeah, that nigga took a plea deal, bro. His
You know the
game
part
took a
I
plea
don't
deal.
understand? Why do he have to get that 1.2 mil to Golden Boy?
that was probably just
That's
a
what I
part of
don't
the deal.
understand.
They getting that money back just to get right back to him, man. That's crazy.
That's just
Yeah,
that's the settlement money. You know
yeah.
how they do. But
So what y'all think the next move is for him though? Like for Devin,
Ryan,
fuck Ryan right now. Yeah, no, fuck Ryan right now. I
or
ain't
Devin,
fucking with dude. Yeah, bitch
bro,
ass nigga,
Devin,
bro.
bro, be real with you, man. I really want Devin to fight Tio next, bro. In
I
my
think that's it.
opinion, I mean that's what I would love for one because it would fulfill two things, right? Okay, Ryan suspended, so he can't get that get back right now. But Tiafimo, obviously Tank and Loma gonna fight. Outside of Tank and Loma, Devin fighting Tio is the best way to get your
Hell
reputation
yeah.
back intact. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Hell
Devin
yeah.
wilding right now though. Devin talking about taking off a year though, man.
He
He
wrong
talking
for
Man,
that. He
hey,
wrong
hey,
for that.
that's where he gonna fuck up at because if he do that, bro, if he do that, he gonna be fucked up when he come back. Man, he better not do
yeah, I
that
ain't
shit,
rocking
bro.
with that.
He
Yeah,
yeah,
That shit
if
he
he
crazy.
gon'
do that, he gonna lose his belt too.
yeah,
Your
that's what I'm
name ain't
saying.
big. His
So,
name ain't big enough for that shit, bro. His name is not big enough
and
for that
also
shit to do
too,
that,
his
bro.
weight, bruh. Like you don't need to be taking a year off, great brother. So I
At
really want him
all.
to be. I hope if he get the TO fight and he F with Bob, Sandor with Bob. If Bob can figure something out, pay Sandor off some way somehow. We get TO Devin, and then that's really my dream. You know what I'm saying? And then after
Yeah,
that, or hell, at worst case, he got to drop the WBC. They do it for the WBO in the ring. Like
yeah,
that's really
and
what I
then
want.
and that was another thing too, cause like with the DHP shit, bro, that's like a LLC if we being honest, because like you ain't got no network backing you, bro. So yeah, you can put your own money up, but who gonna put the fight on? You don't have no ties to ESPN. You don't have no ties to Showtime. I mean not
Yeah, good
Showtime, but
point.
you know what I'm saying, to these networks, bro. So you putting your own money up is not gonna take away the fact of where you're gonna fight at, where they're gonna air a fight at.
That's a
So
good
it's
one.
like,
True.
you know what I'm saying, you gotta logically think, man, yeah, it being independent is cool, but a lot of motherfuckers like, man, motherfuckers want a return on their investment, bro. Like that's, man, you like you gotta do that because ain't nobody in the business to be like Turkey Ali just throwing away money and shit. Like, man, Hell no.
That's a tough one. That's true. Bella, what you think Devin should do next?
I think it's tough. I think this Eddie stuff it's messy now. That Eddie kind of spoke out, just basically kind of confirming why they didn't, you know, they didn't, go to the purse bid or whatever. It just wasn't, lucrative to do so. But just the more that Eddie talks, it's like it's getting worse for Dev. But I think Sandor Martin at this point, I just don't see Devin wanting to fight Sandor Martin for whatever. Like he just doesn't want to do it. I've heard the Liam Perot. I think Liam Perot is kind of a dangerous fight, specifically in Australia. But I think Devin thinks he could beat Perot. I think he can beat Perot too. I just think it's actually a little dangerous. But I don't know. Devin might need to see. I want to see how Devin bounces back. If I could, like, his next fight, if I can see the damage. I think the next fight is going to be Sandor or Perot. But I got to see, what that Ryan fight did to him.
Do you think he gonna bounce back from it good or not?
I think he will. I think he's young. I think he still has a great skill set. But I think he hit a roadblock with that Ryan fight, and something's going to need to be done. Now I know a lot of people have said, he needs a new trainer. He needs, maybe some new people on his team. I don't know what it is. I hope they figure it out. But yeah, he hit a roadblock in terms of that game plan for the last fight. So I don't know. I do think he'll bounce back though. It's just a matter of when will his next fight be and who is it going to be? And I think it's going to have to be Sandor Martin. Or did he say that he wants to drop the belt? Is that what he said?
He been hinting at him like, I've already had all the belts, and like he just dropping like ominous hints that he may drop it or consider it.
Yeah, I don't see why he would do that at this point right now.
If this hypothetical, like this right now, if the marketability ain't where you want it, the next best thing is having a belt, right?
Right.
Dropping the belt kind of removes what you got. So now you only got your name. At the end of the day, that belt still holds some type of weight,
It shows some type of weight. I understand what
that's his leverage
saying,
in negotiations, though.
It's leverage, but just in terms of like the public opinion, it's like he kind of doesn't have a belt. He lost to Ryan. So it's like the belt does have leverage in terms of negotiation, but how much leverage does it really have? Like I understand where Devin.
I think it's a lot. I think it's a lot, Bella, because if he don't got that belt, the other champions ain't gonna want to fight him. They just gonna duck him.
Yeah. So it's kind of like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say they would. No, I wouldn't necessarily say they're gonna duck him, because I think a lot of fighters look at him as food now at 140, which is good for him, because I think that he gets the fights that he actually wants now. Like, I don't think too many fighters gonna really duck him not at 140. I think if anything, that create more opportunities for him, to be honest.
That's wishful thinking. I think he better keep that belt, because you never know.
Yeah, true. I agree.
We had the so-called boogeyman Matias trying to duck him, talking about he ain't selling and all this other stuff.
Devin would have beat him, bro. Any boxer, I feel like,
what a fake boogeyman.
Yeah, he is not no boogeyman, bro.
And y'all know what those two that belt do? Every promoter got a guy at 140 that he could fight. T.O. is at top rank. You got Perot with his own, and you got Pitbull at PBC. At worst, Devin can go to one of them. Now, sadly, he's gonna have to fight Sandor. And I think he said too on Twitter, he was like, why the hell are they calling a purse bid when I'm in the middle of a settlement situation? All this stuff happened last fight, and I'm still suspended. He can't even fight right now because he got to have like a certain amount of time off. He was mad they called purse bid so quick, because I'm sure he probably planned on paying Sandor off and trying to fight one of these other 140-pound champions. Because Sandor, I mean, personally, I think Sandor Martin beat Teofimo, and most of the boxing world thinks so too. So I'm not saying he's a bad fighter.
Right.
For what Devin need right now for his career, Sandor really is not doing nothing for him.
Right. I think Dev was talking about what, like he wanted to fight maybe Cruz or one of these other 140.
Yeah, he was talking about Pitbull.
Yeah.
Or Matias or Tio. Like that really should be the move for him. He need to unify. And I think what WBC kind of hold him because they call purse bid so quick that they ain't much give him time to go seek out a unification so that could trump the mandatory.
Right. I think and what maybe Kale was saying on his channel is that what Devin was saying was he made, you know, because I haven't seen all the tweets, but that he wanted to take the year off, and he was making it seem like Devin wanted to take a year off and just come back and fight Ryan.
That's what he said. That's what Devin said in his tweet.
Oh, okay.
I don't agree with it. I think that's dumb.
Yeah, I think that's silly. Yeah, that sounds a little silly. I don't know why he would just want to just come back and fight Ryan. He needs to stay sharp. He needs another fight before he fights, or another 2 fights before he fights Ryan again.
People talking about him getting his get back. His get back would be him taking PEDs and coming in 3 pounds overweight on Ryan.
That's funny. But you know what else too about the whole get back point? Bro, get back at this point, bro. Go get your rep back, great brother. That's what you need to go do. And that's why I keep saying Teofimo, and then after Teofimo, go fight Pitbull. Like you gotta at this point, the only way to shut haters up until Ryan, you can get that Ryan rematch, you gotta go knock off some people they respect, bro.
You don't think he should fight Sandor Martin at all?
It's not that I think Sandor is bad, but bro, it's like, bro, people don't care about Sandor Martin. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, the path Haney wants to go, Sandor doesn't really fit.
Sandor ain't giving him no reputation back.
Yeah, but forget about what the people thinking about, though. I'm talking about as far as what he's trying to do, because he said he wanted to be undisputed.
But Sandor don't help him be undisputed either.
Yes, he did. Yes, he do. It help him keep his belt that he got. He already got 1 belt. If he leaves Sandor and go over there and fight Tio, he only stepping backwards just to get it back again. He already got the belt.
The problem is this. He's not going to be at 140 for much longer. So he got to make the fights count. I think that's the biggest underlying issue. So if he going to be undisputed, by 2026, Devin is at 140. Like, that's why
Tio flirting with 147 too, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying though, if you want to do undisputed at 140, you know what I'm saying? And also too, we got to realize this: Tank is about to be 30, going on 31, 32. The Devin and Tank fight has to happen at 140. Once Devin go up, the fight is done forever.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. That's what I was just finna say. I said that I think for him to stay around 140 will give us that fight. Simply because I feel like shit, now he's back an undefeated fighter, so I feel like that fight really don't have the buzz like it has before. But like I still feel like it'll be a good fight. It'll probably be, I think, not saying like competition wise, but I think it'll kind of be like how the Frank Martin fight was, like not in the ring, but I'm talking about like the build up for it.
If y'all still want Tank to fight Devin, man, I feel like y'all wishing upon a star, man. Because look at what Tank is doing. I think Tank is trying to be undisputed at 135. He not even looking at 140. So by the time he do all of that, handling his business down at 135, Devin gonna be at 147 already anyway. He should be.
But
it's way too long.
He really only got 2 fights for real. That's really good fights at 135, which would be the Loma and the Shakur fight. Then who are you going to go to? Because there's no other big names outside of them too.
Yeah. Tank never said he wanted to be undisputed at 135. He just wanted to fight.
No, they asked him if he was champ side. Asked him if he was going for the belts. He said yeah.
Hey, man, I don't want to try to diss no niggas, but bro, niggas be fake as hell, bro. Cause like niggas be on panels and shit. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if you have that energy, bro, keep that energy, because Champ Side was the same motherfucker that was talking hella shit, talking about what Tank need to do to be great and all this shit, but be the same nigga that be up there asking for interviews and shit. Like,
But
And I don't like that shit
Oh,
fake, bro. That shit
I
fake.
ain't bring that. I didn't mention his name for him to be getting cooked or nothing like that. I just was saying, I
no,
mean,
but
I just
I
I just
said,
No,
mentioned
that
him
shit.
because of that. I
I,
mean, I ain't got nothing
Champ
against
side,
Champ side. I mean,
no, I fuck with Champ side. Champ side, he try to keep consistency amongst everybody, even though he kind of he like certain fighters, but he try to just report. That's what I like about Champ side. Despite it, so
But
I
then
ain't
that's
gonna.
but that's my thing. Then play neutral then, bro. Just play the neutral ground. You like
I mean,
you
I
see what
don't
I'm
watch
saying?
all
Keep
this
that.
stuff no more. Like I used
let's just talk. Why we can't just talk about the fighters though, man? We don't need to bring. We don't need to start talking about Champ side and people ain't here and
No,
all
we
of that
could.
stuff.
No, I just made that little comment though, right? It
but
is
I
what it
think,
is. We can keep on with boxing. I just made that comment, bro. But
but I
no,
think
go ahead, Wolf.
the main thing is that I just think for real right now, I think Tank wants to get Loma Shakur out of there. But the path to Devin is always Pitbull keeping that WBA at 140. Because that's gonna be Tank way of getting into 140, getting comfortable at 140. And if Devin see Devin, that's why another reason Devin maybe needs a belt. That's always a fight you can make, a unification. Or hell, if Devin handles business, what if Devin go get the other belts from Tio and Perot? Then Tank go fight Pitbull. We got an undisputed clash, Devin and Tank. That'd be huge. So to
Yeah.
me, I mean, I don't know how to get around Sandor at this point. Because truthfully, if Bob was smart, he could go talk to Sandor, give him 300,000-400,000. That's the same amount he gonna get paid
No,
for a
what he
fight.
really trying to, but what Bob trying to really do is he either trying to grab that belt off Devin, or
Mhm.
he's trying to sign Devin. He's not gonna just like
One fight.
it's like a business strategy because like I'm gonna give you a low ball offer for just like ain't nobody else bidding on the fight. So I'm gonna give you this low ball offer, but if you come and sign with me, we can work out some shit, and I can still give you this fight, or we can or we can talk about other fights. And I can give
Oh yeah,
Sandor
I get what you're
our
saying.
money.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? But right now, shit, he ain't signing nobody, so ain't nobody really backing him. So it's like, shit, you really out in the world by yourself for real, right now.
That
So
is true. It kind of trapped Devin.
I think, yeah, like that's pretty much what it is. Like no different with Shakur. Like that's what Bob trying to do with that nigga, right? But he'll be a damn fool to sign back to Bob Arum. He'll be a fool, bro. He'll be a fool, bro. Like I just don't think Bob know how to promote black fighters. I don't think
I,
it's really a race thing. I think I think it's partially racism, and I think it's like biasness because like when it comes to black fighters and dealing with Bob Arum because Floyd went through it, Bud went through it, Shakur going through the shit now. Keyshawn gonna be up next. Like
I don't think Bob Arum is racist. I just think he's biased toward against black fighters because I think Bob Arum believes that black fighters don't sell. So if you're a black fighter over there in his stable, he'll push the other fighters more than he'll push the black fighter. That's all. I don't think he's
right,
racist though.
but like how the fuck is Loma come off losses and jump right back in and get title shots and shit. But you got Shakur over here damn near begging for his life.
But
Begging for
that's
his
the
life
good point.
in order to get that.
He knows Shakur. He don't want to feed Loma to Shakur. He knows Shakur beat Loma. Just like
Yeah.
when he was talking
Yeah.
about Pacquiao, when Pacquiao was over there and he had Pacquiao and Terrence Crawford and he let the cat out the bag. He said he didn't want to see Pacquiao get hurt. That's why he ain't never give Terrence Crawford that fight. He ain't want to feed him to him. So, he basically was holding
Right.
Terrence Crawford back,
You
in
know,
sympathy for him.
And I think he trying to cash. Yeah, and I think he trying to cash out on him just
yeah,
based
he
on his
keep cashing
age.
Loma out
So
though. And also too with
I give him the
Bob,
biggest payday.
the crazy thing though with Bob too, bro, is like he know race sells, Loma white, Tank black. So that's gonna make good money. And also too, bro, like it's messed up because Loma don't really sell like that either, bro. So in a way, Bob is biased towards
He
Loma because
don't.
Loma don't
But he got
sell,
a country behind it though.
bro. But even then, like the numbers ain't really doing like like Ukraine is a country, but it ain't like it ain't no England, it ain't no France. They're not
Right,
really buying
right.
and shit
No, I
like
get what
to
you're
that
saying.
to that
He
degree. It
he,
ain't
he
like
did he did good with Devin though.
he
I don't know
did.
if that was bigger than the Ryan Garcia joint because they not really releasing the numbers yet on the Ryan Garcia stuff. But so far, him and Loma was Devin's biggest payday.
But they did 300,000 around the world. They did 150 domestically. So I guess that if that's Loma's value, I can see that. But outside of the Devin fight, we haven't seen Loma do nothing.
Right. What did the Lomachenko and Kambosos
Well,
fight? Like,
yeah, that's
what
what
was
I
the
was gonna
first for
say.
that?
Yeah, what was that? What was those?
People won't be hawking
I wish I could
them
remember.
like that. Yeah, I mean, they just was hawk. They just want to know
Man,
now
it's
because of Devin
always
Haney.
the black people, bro. It's the black people, bro. Just in general, bro. It's black people just in general. Like you don't never see no white people talking about numbers and shit when it comes to their
Right.
fighters and shit. It's just us,
Right.
bro. It's just us.
Yeah, they put the black fighters under the microscope. They don't put themselves under the microscope.
But
Right.
be honest though, we do that shit to ourselves. To be honest, because
That's true.
think about the different fan bases and who really like what fighter and shit like that. Like Tank, for instance, his fan base go at it with Devin Haney fan base. Devin Haney fan base go at it with Shakur fan bases. Like it's just us as black people. That's what we doing. We've been divided like that, though,
Oh
bro.
yeah, the self hate is real for sure. Even with this situation that we dealing with this PED situation, you ain't see no Latinos, you know what I'm saying, going against Ryan. You know, all of them on code, you know what I'm saying? They all pulling for Ryan. But you have us divided, you got a bunch of black people out here defending Ryan Garcia the cheater because they don't like Devin Haney and stuff like that. The self hate is real.
Right, right.
Yeah, it is going
Nah, you
crazy,
real.
man.
That's for real.
And also too, what you gonna say, Bella?
Yeah, I'm just looking online. It says it's reported that George Ferocious Kambosos Jr. and his opponent Vasily Lomachenko are set to earn a significant $2.5 million each from their upcoming bout. Unlike typical pay-per-view matches, this showdown won't be aired on pay-per-view or often breaking the most substantial earnings. So, but I thought Kambosos, it's like they were saying like Kambosos damn near fought for free against Lomachenko. So I gotta look.
Yeah, because Kambosos made a killing with Devin too. He made over $5 million each fight when he fought Devin. So that's Bob got his favorite in Loma. He just think Loma is just the apple of his eye. He just think he
Yeah,
just
yeah. From jump, he been like that with Long. Shit, I don't even shit. I think his first pro fight was a title shot or some shit like that.
Right.
Within 2 fights, yeah, you're right.
Like, man, yeah, that's the apple of his eye. He ain't, but and that's why I said that when it comes to, and I feel the same way. Like when it comes to, I can't really say Loma is Devin's leftovers because it was so close of a fight that it could have kind of went either way, or you could 7-5 it Devin way, or some people had it a draw.
Right.
Like I had it a draw, but so I really can't call that like now. If you got dominated, you got knocked the fuck out. Like
Right.
if a motherfucker was to fight Regis, yeah, that's Devin's leftovers. Because he dominated his ass all 12 rounds. So
Nah, bro, Loma is not nobody leftovers. Loma is
At all.
competitive every fight. So
But wait. There was something that was said on the show tonight. I was just wondering if y'all agree with it. When I believe it might have been KO, I can't remember who said it, but they were just like, Tank fighting Lomachenko, that's a better fight than Shakur. Y'all agree with that? You think Lomachenko, that's a better fight for Tank than Shakur? Lomachenko's like 36, 30.
From a financial standpoint, absolutely. From a financial standpoint, absolutely. Because if you put two black fighters together, you pull it from the same fan base.
Okay.
But in the ring though, how you feel
that's
about
not what I'm saying, right? That's not really what I was saying. I'm saying they were saying he was saying that the fight is better. I'm like, I don't think the fight is better. I think Shakur, isn't he, considered a young lion in his prime, right? Why wouldn't Tank versus Shakur be the best fight? Why would Tank and Loma somehow be a better fight?
I think skill wise, I don't. I think both of them are great fights because both of them bring two different styles. Obviously, damn, Loma remind me so much of like Pacquiao because of the angles that he takes when he's punching.
Mm-hmm.
With Shakur, I still gotta, man. I just gotta see him fight somebody that's like on his level, and then like, cause I just can't like give him the credit of being this great fighter, and he's beating up motherfuckers that he beat up in sparring. Like, I can't give him that, bro. Like, especially after like his last fight, like, you gotta kind of make me a believer again because don't get me wrong, Shakur is like my second favorite fighter outside of Tank, but it's like I'm shit. If Tank on bullshit, I'm gonna call that shit out. But with that last fight he had, bro, it's just like I just don't like motherfuckers making excuses because like you saying your hand was fucked up, then you could have just pulled that fight back. Don't get nobody some bullshit. Like you fucking over the fans doing that shit, bro. If you can't give your 110%, and I'm not saying every boxer going to the ring with no injuries and shit like that, but and it's like why would people want to see like Shakur say like he take more risks? Then I feel like Devin take way more risks than Shakur because Devin will actually sit in the pocket and fight. I really don't see that with Shakur because even when Ryan knocked Devin down, he kept pressing forward. Shakur would have got on his back foot and got the running through that bitch like, and I don't believe that's not defense to me, bro. That's really not defense to me because you jumping damn near 2-3 feet back just to get out of a way of a punch, but nothing's coming back.
Yeah.
Nothing's coming back. Like you're not catching the punches and actually throwing back. You're like, nah, bro. Like, nah, bro. And then they tell a motherfucker to fight De Los Santos. Why would they fight De Los Santos with his low ass IQ?
I didn't understand that either. Who said that, like, Terrence?
No. He said that, but he got shit from Shakur because Shakur said the shit on Say Cheese TV, talking about he's gonna prove that he's so great. Just fight. Why he don't fight?
Oh right, yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Oof.
But my thing is this: why the fuck would he fight a nigga that's IQ is that low that he didn't even know a nigga arm was fucked up? That he not even throwing the arm.
He chasing him around the ring.
They cut the ring off.
That fight was terrible.
Bro. That shit was terrible, bro. Like nobody want to pay for that bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting too.
So that I'm like, when it comes down to taking risks, bro, like Shakur don't feel like he take risk in the ring unless he know that he can beat a motherfucker. But with Devin, like Devin stepping, like, and that's why I give him his respect that because regardless of what the fuck happened in the ring, bro, he's going to press, bro. He's going to press. He's going to fight his fight, regardless of like how a motherfucker feel or what they think he should do. Like even if he making mistakes, bro, like shit. He giving the fans at least something. He not running around the ring just because he felt the taste of power. Like,
yeah, I understand what you're saying. So you're saying kind of like Lomachenko, his resume. I guess he just has a more seasoned resume, and then kind of just like, what have you done for me lately? Lomachenko's last performance against Kambosos, was much better than, let's say, Shakur's last performance against Edwin De Los Santos. So it just probably makes the most sense.
Yeah, right. And I think he's gonna actually try. I think he's actually gonna try to come to win or and fight and sit down and fight. I don't think Shakur gonna do that. I think he's gonna jab all night. Like, man, ain't nobody paying for that shit, bro. Right. Like, I want to see the fight, but I want to see this nigga actually like fight, bro. Like fight, bro.
Right.
Like get off.
I saw the comparison with like I guess Shakur fighting maybe Valdez because Valdez likes the high guard. But the thing with Tank is definitely Valdez ain't Tank. Tank will be in a high guard, but Tank will give you different looks. And Tank is much
Yeah,
more to be athletic, and he's going to give Shakur a lot of different looks, and he adjusts much better to me than Valdez.
that's
Valdez will keep doing the same stupid ass thing that doesn't work. Tank will
man.
adjust, make great
Yeah,
adjustments. So, yeah, I think it's going to be. I think it'll be a great fight. It's just how is Shakur going to come, prepared for the
right,
fight, and how is Shakur going to fight?
right.
What Tank's going to do to me is not a secret. It's just I want to
Yeah,
know how Shakur, what his. I would
I
like to
want,
see that game plan in motion.
and that's why I want to see that fight so bad. Like I want to see
Yeah,
that fight, but I just don't want the bullshit. Like I don't want the running shit. Like I don't want that, bro. Like
yeah,
if he go after, because the trajectory that he on right now, I'm kind of happy that Tank like really being a man and standing on business and really going
Mhm.
for these fights. Like, and that's why I was telling y'all last time, like if these niggas don't make the fight, if he don't make these fights, then criticize the nigga, but let the shit play out first because like shit, it's like shit he can't fight all these niggas in one night.
That's fair. I mean, that's why I think if he get the Loma fight next, I will not talk about him not fighting people no more. Cause like I said with the Frank Martin, that is a good first step in the right direction, in my
right.
opinion. Um,
Right.
so if this continues, that will not be my critique of Tank going forward. 'Cause that's him showing a pattern of it and him fighting the best. So that's all I can that's all I
Yeah,
have to really
yeah,
say. Like that, I respect that. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
um,
But
I'm just hoping that it continue, bro, and I'm hoping that we end up getting all these fights because it's just like, bro, we spend so much time talking about these fights, y'all.
Yeah,
It's like,
man.
when they gonna happen, you know?
Yeah, and then that shit it become watered down to the part where motherfuckers really don't even want to jump on panels no more because it's like the same bullshit, bro. Like
right.
Yeah.
it's
And
like the
even
same
like,
bullshit.
remember when like Arrow and Bud came? I don't know if y'all know,
Yeah,
like before that fight, I didn't want to talk about the fight. I was done talking about it. I didn't want to hop on no panel. If KO had a live about it, I dropped the like and I just did something different. I didn't want to hear about it. All I did was tune in for the fight, bro. Like I was mentally
nah, for real.
had nothing left.
Yeah, that fight
A
was being
lot,
built up for years. So
it
yeah,
Bro,
was.
it's tiring. That
come
talk was
on,
so
bro.
tiring.
Yeah, man.
I just don't like when people say people ducking. Like they use that duck word a little bit too loosely, bro. Like just because the fight ain't being made yet, don't mean the motherfucker's really ducking. Now, like don't get me wrong. Now, if a motherfucker like if Frank Martin would have pulled out of that fight, or a motherfucker would have did what Frank Martin did and took lesser competition, then hell yeah, you out here ducking, motherfucker. But if you going straight after like you going after a belt, you're getting a championship fight, and you're fighting on pay per view with back end money. That million that Shakur was offering him, like it's really not even a million when you get done paying off all the fees from Earl, the
Mm.
Right,
trainers.
right.
He really not really taking nothing home. Probably like 500, probably 500, 600,000 at the most. So
Yep, exactly.
that's not I can't really call him a duck for that shit, bro. Like, cause he didn't take no fight in between. He actually went for the nigga top dog at the division right now, just based on financial standpoint. Everybody had their differences on like who the best is at 135, but from a financial standpoint, shit, he went for the top dog. Shit,
Oh
True.
yes, it's not an argument at 135. Yes, Tank. Yeah,
got you.
For sure.
But a lot of people don't feel like that. A lot of people feel like shit, Shakur the best at 135, and that's a great argument because like at the end of the day, like I just hope these fighters get in the ring and fight, bro. Because like I like betting shit. Don't get me wrong, I like betting. I ain't gonna like a nigga tried to damn near trick me in. Excuse my language, but somebody tried to trick me into a bet yesterday and shit. Talk about wondering how much motherfucking pay per view was Tank did, bro. I'm not betting on no shit like that, bro. I bet on the fight, but I'm not betting on.
Oh
He almost got
yeah.
me,
Oh
though.
yeah. I remember.
He
Oh, that
almost
was
got me.
yeah.
He almost got me because
Yeah.
I be so much of a gambler, bro. It's like damn, but nah,
Right.
he
You
down
you
there
you won't
testing
get
me.
those real pay per view numbers. They'll
Exactly.
use different sites, and That's definitely
So,
not anything worth betting on. No,
nah, for
bet
sure,
on the
for
fight.
sure. Nah, for sure. And that's why
It's
I
a
say I'd rather
setup.
keep it. I'd rather bet on the fight shit.
Right. That is a setup. But y'all, I ain't want to be on long. I didn't want to be on tonight too long because I got a couple things to do early in the morning. But y'all, let
No,
me
that's
say this. Let
cool.
me get the last words. I appreciate y'all rocking with me tonight. I always appreciate y'all
For sure.
insight. Man, I just hope at this point, but we need boxing to be looked at as legit. So I'm happy they suspended him for at least a year. Could have been longer,
Yeah.
but at least it's a year. I want shit to clean up. These type of dudes that's unprofessional, that's making the sport look bad, they need to get up out of here. And I just hope we get boxing back to where it need to be. So last words, Peyton Fool, my brother.
Yeah, yeah. So like I was saying, I agree with everything you said, and like I said, as of right now, it's fuck Ryan. Like, dog, I'm not fucking with no nigga that's out here cheating and shit. Like that's
Facts.
some low ass shit, cause niggas lose their life in that ring
Yeah,
fighting, bro. And like, I'm glad Devin. Like I said, I'm glad that I just hope he make the right decision, cut out the bullshit, cut
facts.
out the retirement shit, cut that shit out, bro, and just go ahead and get your money, bro. Get back where you need to be, and you
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying, build from there, bro. Like get the best get the best fights you can get, bro. Because after that, I mean, shit, your stock go back up, bro. But you got to start somewhere. Don't get on no Shakur shit. Talk about you want to retire just because you ain't getting what you want to get right now, man. Just slow grind. Slow grind is better than no grind, bro. So
Woo, that's a word.
he'll be back. He'll be back on top. As like I said, when it come to Tank, bro, like just keep doing what you doing, bro. Like obviously you, like Woke said, much is expected now, and I understand where y'all coming from when y'all say that. Even though I just sometimes feel some type of way about it, but nah, like just as long as he on this trajectory, I don't got no criticism for that man.
Yeah,
Just, you know
facts.
what I'm saying? Keep doing what you got to do, bro. And salute to y'all. Salute to you, Bella. Glad I can kick it with y'all, talk with y'all. Appreciate it, man.
Already, bro.
Salute,
Already. I
Paige.
appreciate you, Pay. You already know, bro.
Salute,
You have
salute,
a
salute.
blessed
I'm
night,
out of
bro.
here.
Blessed to the family,
Yep,
fam.
yep, yep, yep.
Bella, my sister, how you doing? Any last words tonight, Bella? I really appreciate you hopping up, always talking.
Yeah, no problem. Great show. Great show. Just could kick it. Talk. I agree with what Paige said for the most. Pretty much. In terms of this guy, the princess. I'm not checking for him. Really, never was. He kind of just got pushed in our faces. To me, I never thought he had like great skill.
Mm-hmm.
He just has some good like natural athleticism, and he
Right.
does have a good left hook, and that's for me about it. Don't like his footwork. Just too much about him. I don't really like. And as you can see, as everybody can see, he doesn't take the sport serious. So
Yeah.
whether it's this year, next year, the year after, he's just not a guy I've ever really checked for. Devin, just in terms of where he can go, um, just waiting a year or vacationing, I just don't think it's the smartest move after this. I do think his body does need time to recover from
Mm-hmm.
what happened, but he still needs another fight.
Right.
I don't know when. I don't think that next fight should be Ryan. I think it needs to be a fight in between. So,
True.
and in terms of I agree. Just boxing fans, we just want the best to fight the best. We talk about these fights so much that just don't happen. I'm glad Tank finally took that step, just
Mm-hmm.
in the right direction, and so hopefully we finally get like an elite fight, whether it's Tank Loma, Tank Shakur. But then also when Haney bounces back, I would like to see his next fight. Like you said, if Tiafimo, if he gets that fight, great. I don't see Tiafimo even still wanting to fight him.
Right.
But I would like that fight too.
Mhm.
Haney can get in the ring. I don't know about moving up to 47 so quickly, but
Yeah.
I think we should probably still stick with 40. But his body is his body, and he knows. So, but I do wish him the best. I think he got cheated in this situation, and it's kind of effed up. It's really effed up what happened to him, but I think he'll bounce back from it. So.
Right. Fingers crossed he bounces back, man. We get some great fights out of Devin and everybody else. Man, Bella, I'm looking forward to this Bud card coming up.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
I must say, Bella, My favorite kind of boxers typically are people with great jabs. I really like boxer punchers. Honestly, I was a big Earl fan. I am still a big Earl fan, but Bud, it's like I never had nothing bad to say about Bud. I just like Earl more. But honestly, I'm happy for Bud's success. I'm happy he's been on this stage, being able to get his credit. So I really want to just enjoy Bud for as long as we have him.
Yeah.
And I hope he got some good fights coming up, man. Because I'm looking forward to seeing it, brother.
Yeah, it's gonna be that's gonna be a great card. But I'm telling you, Bud, in terms of just like his past fights, I always tell people all the time, go back and watch them old fights, man. They were gonna tell you the tale of what was gonna happen last year. I'm telling you, the guy's he's the best in the world. He really is, and he just knows how to finish. So I want to go to LA for that fight because I'll be in California around that time. But I just won't be like. I'm currently not scheduled to be in LA, but I'm trying to figure out,
trying to get there, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
That's real. Bella, would you ever consider making your own channel? Do you do any content creation?
I really don't. But I think if I made a channel, it would get wild on my channel. I try to keep it real cool, keep it real, like just let folks talk. But my channel, y'all would think I'm the Lady Dub right side. Start cutting folks off and listen, y'all saying a whole bunch of dumb stuff. I can't do it. KO has so much patience. You and KO, y'all have so much patience.
Bro, KO is the goat. He be going crazy.
That guy from New York who was on the show today, oh my Lord.
Man, KO is a saint.
Yes.
How he got that patience. I don't know how he do it.
He's got great patience. Y'all have great patience.
I try, what helps me, Bella, I get to go on KO panel and go crazy, and then I come to my stuff, I'm calmed down and I can
Words going crazy. They talking about the Wakanda flower and all type of stuff.
Bella, like what's funny, that's actually a real tweet. Like literally, another tweet I saw. This dude said, man, I'm so mad India Love even gave Devin Haney lame ass a chance, man. I hate her. I hate him for that. I'm just like, bro, y'all
they so serious. They so mad, like real emotional about this. So, yeah, I'm not surprised. Dudes be emotional about who they hate and who they love, really love, but hate. But yep, I didn't have much more. I just want to say, great show, and
I appreciate you, Bella. Hey, we need some more great sisters up.
But yeah, all right. Well, you sound a little muffled, but I heard. I hear you now. You sound.
I was talking this whole time. What I was trying to say is, I said, we always need more great minds. We need more sisters that's talking this boxing and know what they talking about. So if you ever feel like you got the spunk to do it, Bella, I would love to hear your thoughts.
Okay. Well, I haven't thought about it, but yeah, thanks, Will.
Appreciate you, Bella. Well, have a good night. Appreciate you hopping on the panel. Always welcome. Appreciate you so much.
Great show. All right.
Thank you. Well, y'all, that's the show tonight, man. Appreciate everybody rocking with me tonight. Shout out to everybody on Twitter. First time going live on Twitter also, y'all. I try to go live usually about 10:30 Central. Probably like on Mondays or Wednesday or Thursdays. Probably once or twice a week. Sometimes once, sometimes twice, sometimes zero. Just got to check in. Make sure y'all sub to my channel, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Turn on your notifications so when I go live, you get that notification. I appreciate y'all. Any video ideas, let me know. We typing in. I appreciate y'all again. Y'all be blessed. Shalom and salute.